Broncos at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Chicago Bears and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Off the play fake. Here's Franks. Steps away to his left. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Brad, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Montgomery will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Bears! Khalil Herbert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. It's Franks now from the shotgun. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Frank's throw complete there to Johnson. 2nd down at 5. The Broncos at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Franks now. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, here's Franks. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get this down near the 25. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Down to the 25. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Complete. It's Johnson. And they stop him short of the 1st. As he can only get to the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Franks will throw for it on 4th down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Javonte Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
7-7, our score after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's... back in to try and keep you clean, but in that case that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
A first down throw. Here's Franks.
Past the 20. 5 and all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. 44 yards.
And the Broncos have moved out in front.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
One play action, Fields. And again back to Kmet.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. To throw again on second down.
Fields.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line.
Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On second down, Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
The Franks looking to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to it. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
Ready.
Now Franks off the bootleg here.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Now Franks. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Setting up play action. Franks.
He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to...
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. Forced out to his left. And this one is incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Play action. It's Fields.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Here's Fields.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
52 blaster.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Okay, ready?
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Blue striker.
Franks.
Shoves him aside. He finds his man Johnson. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys to stop.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Ready, ready. Striker, 3-3.
Johnson's got it complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Working out of the gun, Franks. Crossing route, catch made by Johnson.
And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the 1st down at around the 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. Zuerlein's kick is up and through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 29, Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st down, Fields.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down.
Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Fields on third down.
Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
Catch made, it's Moreau. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go.
The slot man in motion right. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Here's Jones.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Off the play fake, here's Franks.
He gets it left side to Johnson.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Slot man moves right.
And they go play action with Franks.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, this from 37.
Zerline's kick is up and through.
And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Fields on 1st down.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception.
And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air,
you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Franks now. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
The Franks looking to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Johnson.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Okay, right.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Franks. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Set. Hut.
And the catch made by Johnson. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Fields hit and the ball is loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Right, 60. Red, cycle. Right.
Following the fumble recovery, Franks. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards. One play action. Fields. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
To throw is Fields. Touchdown, Bears! Darnell Mooney, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready. 22 needle.
it looks like he'll throw here.
Got his man, it's Dulcich.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
10 cycles.
Setting up play action. Franks.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Squad ready.
Franks.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And one last throw here for Fields.
He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Now, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles. But in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear. And they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think that